class.
All right. Want to respond to that? Very good.
Well, thank you. I just want to add in good comments, my brother. Just let everybody know I have a book in front of me. It's something that everyone certainly should have. This is Dr. Amos Wilson's Blueprint for Black Power. It came out, the late 90s, I believe. Well, maybe before that, but I actually read this 3 times. I just want to read a little part in here about nationalism. And brother, your comments, I think, were in line.
I couldn't help it. It just came out.
Yes. So,
That's all right.
In the chapter, I don't know what chapter this is, but it's called The Crisis of Leadership. And it says, nationalism is a double-edged sword. It can be wielded as a tool of oppression by cohesively organized peoples or nation states, such as those of Western Europe, who used it to impose their exploitative rule over many non-European nations and people, or by white Americans to enslave and otherwise dominate black Americans. It can also be used as a tool to organize oppressed people, nation states, to best achieve their liberation from oppression and to achieve sovereignty. I just add on to that. There's a chapter on black cultural nationalism, where it says, while there's very notable attempts to address the material and economic deprivation of blacks and the powerlessness these conditions breed, especially attempts by Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey and the Nation of Islam under the leadership of Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X, the bulk of attention and energy of black nationalists have been focused on the rectification of falsification of African history and culture. Efforts in this regard on the part of many prominent past and contemporary black nationalists have been referred to as black cultural nationalism, in contrast to what we might refer to as black economic nationalism. The reader should keep in mind that these nationalisms are not by any means mutually exclusive, but are merely a matter of emphasis, having important consequences nonetheless. So I read that to suggest that, that there are different, and you mentioned a term that he does go on to mention, the dialectic materialism. Certainly that has to be the cornerstone for our logic, our understanding. The material needs of our people, are essential for our biological survival. The control of the means of production, assets, ownership in this society. So we have to be very tactful in how we proceed. So I think that's what you're adding on to. So I'll just say that.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Haki, appreciate it. We have a response really quick on money.
Just to add on about this void we have in our community as far as leadership and black nationalism. Well, we mustn't forget that our movement and the leaders were crushed in the late 60s and killed and thrown in jail. So we've been literally just running around here trying to figure out how to recoalesce after all these years. And that's what we're here to do today. With what everybody is speaking on, we really have to get our house in order, and we understand that. And I just hope if you guys get an opportunity before this forum is over, the group that I'm with, like I said, we have this political report card to assess our leadership. If you guys would just take a look at it, it's one of those pieces that we need to help bring to fruition what we all know we need in this community. And our community is just not here in America. It's a Pan-African nationalist movement that we need in order to come from underneath this oppression.
I just have one comment, if I could offer an alternative to one aspect of what you said. I think it is problematic when we say that our black leaders were killed in the 60s and 70s. What happened in the 60s and 70s is that the system of racism and white supremacy acknowledged the fact that we were relying on media and their validation of our leaders too much And so what they did is they killed the ones who were visible and then stopped talking about everyone else. I've been around black leaders in our community my entire life. Black leaders are not dead. It goes back to the self-reliance and the self-determination. We determine who our black leaders are, and we also need to recognize the leadership in each one of us to be accountable for the solutions in our community.
Okay, thank you, Sister Nataki. All right, we have one more question from the audience, and then we'll move on to the second half of the panel. The second half of the panel will be a presentation by Sister Nataki. But first, brother, can you come up to the mic and give your question? We appreciate it. Sister Nataki, you can start getting ready. Thank you. This panel will actually be ending at 2:10, approximately 2:10. We need to move forward, so make your question short, sir.
Yes, my name is El Tahuti. I just want to get some clarification regarding how we approach gentrification as I think you indicated, a colony or a nation within a nation versus how gentrification or neocolonialism takes place, let's say on the African continent, and how that would be approached. And it seems, we seem to be suggesting that there is a way to connect these various struggles and sort of connect or kill two birds with one stone, and I'd like to hear more about that.
And my question is for you, sir, before you leave, how do you want to gear that towards the economics portion? Because they are dealing with the economics portion. How do you?
I'm talking about
economics, okay? In reference to economics.
I think if we could put together a serious, committed boycott, it has to be serious, it has to be purposeful, it has to be with committed people that are in agreement after it is fully understood why we're doing it, who we're going to do it to, and how we can take the money we didn't give to that particular company, because it sends a message. The white man's God is money.
Black power.
He's about money. He does everything and anything. It's all about money, 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 money. So if we hold back part of our 1.5 trillion and we do it where we organize, we understand why we're doing it. We do it and participate in it. We have questions and then we have answers. Then the white man pays attention to us because we have his God in our hands. You become, what is that, supply and demand.
That's right.
He comes to you, you'll draw him out. Okay, can we settle this? What do y'all want? It's the money is why Donald Trump says the stupid stuff that he says. He says he can go to Manhattan, take a pistol in the daytime,
30 seconds.
shoot somebody, kill him in the daytime in Times Square. He said he won't get a day in jail because he knows he's surrounded by his God, which is money. So we have a lot of money. We need to come together, understand a little bit more about that spending power, and make a plan out there and execute a boycott to empower ourselves. It's not mostly to hurt him, it's to build a building. We're in the school, we can build our own and whatever we decide to do.
Black power.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, black power. Black power. Let's give them a round of applause thus far. Yes, absolutely. We're talking about economic power and how do we get it? How do we snatch our power? All right, so I want to hold your questions until the end. I know there are some key people who would like to ask some questions and really get into this. We're going to have plenty of time to ask those questions. Definitely. When it's question time, you can definitely come up through the aisles, and you can make a line, and we'll go ahead and address your question. That's not a problem. All right, so right now we're going to go ahead and move forward with some real crucial learning. I want to go ahead and present Sister Nataki Kambon. She's going to go ahead and make sure you guys get some crucial understanding of financial and economic planning. So make sure that you pay attention to the presentation, and we'll get started. Thank you.
want to acknowledge Sister Amy. This sister is powerful. This is my second time being in her presence, and it may have been tacky, but I saw her standing in front of this Black Liberation flag. I was like, I gotta get a picture of this sister. She is really powerful. Let's give her a hand. All right, so I know we are all here today to talk about solutions to the genocide and other issues in our community. I'm seeing some of the shirts and some of the banners that people have, and I am just really, really moved that we are all here to look at and address some solutions. So I hope everybody has got some pens and some paper, because you came out hoping to get a lot of information to actually empower yourself and empower your lives. Everybody got something, or a cell phone to document? Okay, so we're going to do two things here today. I talked about a couple of things. One, I shared, and maybe I'll come up closer so there's not this barrier in between us. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. So I talked about a couple of things. One, I talked about the importance of businesses in our community, and I also talked about individual accountability. So I want to do an exercise on individual accountability, and then I also want to do an exercise around businesses. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so individual accountability. I'm going to ask everyone on a piece of paper to